Okay, so you're all wondering who's the guy that got the rotten job of following Symphony in India and Faith. That's me. I'm Tim Shriver. I'm here because my wife, Linda Potter, is on the board, and you'll see her and other members of the board, but I'm grateful for Linda and her example. I'm also here because of my sister, Ruth, is the vice chair of the board. Yes, she is my sister. I just claim her, and you just have to go with it. And you also may know that Linda and Ruth are the co-chairs of the Peter and Ace fan club. And I gather that there are other, I'm a member, but I don't compete for co-chair with Linda and Ruth. But I gather many others here are newbies ready to be initiated into the Peter and Ace fan club. If you're ready to join, great. Okay, the membership is $5,000 a person, so thank you for that. I'm actually, though, really here in some ways, especially after listening to our Steinbrück Award winners, as a follower. I think it's worth noticing here that so much of what we've talked about tonight is the ways in which the village has empowered and continues to do good things for these women and for these awardees. But I want to offer a slightly different twist. I'm here because I want to show my debt to these women as a follower of theirs. I hear everywhere I go, who do we look up to these days? There's so much despair in the country. And I say I would look up to India and Symphony. I would look up to these women as the leaders that show us how to overcome division and work in solidarity. People say, where are the leaders? You know, I tuned in last night. I can't stand our political situation. It's all about acrimony and dehumanization. And then we come here tonight and you see people who are in the midst of despair, and what do? They light a candle. You know, they don't pause and bemoan and accuse and demonize. So we're all here in a way because we're so indebted to these women for the example they're showing for us. It's not a gift we're giving to a charity for, it's a movement with. And I want to invite us to think about what it would look like. Now, I know not everybody has huge treasure, but they say the country is about, there's like 98% that are down here, and then there's like 2% that are up here. And some people in here are in that like 2%. Everybody that just laughed is in the 2% because they're nervous. But I want you to think about what it would look like if you saw yourself as a follower of these women. You know, if you imagine Dr. King at the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, he gives a great speech, he inspires, but if there's not 1 million people out there following him, there's no civil rights movement. These women have stood up here and given their hearts to you. They've asked you, do you have the courage to change? Not do you have the courage to help other people change, but do we have the courage to follow them? Okay? So we're being asked to join the movement. I hear of N Street as an organization, as a community. To me, it feels like a movement. And tonight, I want to invite you to join a movement. And when you're in a movement, here's what you got to do. You got to put your feet on the ground, you got to put your shoulder to the plow, and you got to get your treasure from your back pocket into the movement. So take out your phones right now. Take out your phones. Everybody check your email just for a second. Check your email. Go ahead, Ace. Check your phone. You might have a text. You might have a text in there in that phone of yours. Now, if you do, and if you don't, that means you didn't register, so go out and register. You try to get in for free because somebody gave you a free ticket. That's not going to work tonight. Don't be looking at me. Take out your phone. So take out your phones. Some would say I have the worst job here. I think it's a great job because I get to invite each of us to take out our phones. And right now we're going to do a little fun game here where you get the text message. Does anybody have the text message? Raise your hand if you have the text message. Okay, the rest of you all are lying because you all have it. So take out your phones and look at the text message. Now, the first thing you're thinking is, well, I don't want to give right now because it's registered to my credit card. That's not a good excuse. It's not going to get charged to your credit card. You can write a check tomorrow. You can send your foundation person to call next week. All you have to do tonight is push donate. And then you put a number in. And the number matters, but donating matters more. And I'm competitive, and we did this last year. We got a pretty good number. Oh, we're already at 43,000. That's good. We're gonna beat the record. But we need everybody. If it's $5, put in $5 because you're in a movement. And if you don't have the courage to change, put in $50 because you need to come back and get another dose. Right? And if you don't know what it's like to feel despair and light a candle, put in $5,000 because that'll give you the strength to learn more and more from these women. And yes, 50. We hit 50. Okay. So yeah. Okay. That's just starting. Come on now. Just keep checking your email. Put more in because we got a $50,000 one-for-one match for every dollar. For every dollar from here on up. So if you already gave $1,000, go back in and give another. That one's going to get matched. Why? I'm not kidding, Hillary. Come on, take out your phone. I know you've given already, but you have to take out your phone. We need more. Okay, here's what they want me to tell you. That's not what I'm saying. Wait a minute. Here's what I'm supposed to say. If you give, look at this. If you give $25,000, okay, now we're warming up. If you give $25,000, here's what it says. You do a lot of services. I'm saying you empower 50 women leaders for $25,000. Now, how many people give that to their school and their college? Your college doesn't need it. This organization needs it because you want 50 women to lead this city, lead your family, bring them to your church, your place of worship, bring them to your kids' school, bring them to your civic organization. Get 50 new leaders empowered by giving $25,000. Come on, let's keep going. Look at all those names. See, your name's only up there for a second. But if you give again, it comes up again. I can't make it stop, so you just have to keep giving. Okay, you're saying 25 is too much. $10,000, just $10,000. That's 40 women to become healthy leaders. You're looking at me like you're bored. I'm not done. You gotta join me. $10,000 empowers 40 new leaders. If you've only got $1,000, what's $1,000? One meal a day for a year. 370 meals. Now, everybody here buys 3 meals a day. What? What happened? Did you just give another 50,000? Stand up. What's your name, sir? What's your name? You gave 50,000. Did you give 50? No, he didn't give 50,000. But even everybody here can give. Wouldn't you say if someone called you tomorrow morning and said, would you give 1 meal today for a leader? Brother Tim, amen. Amen. She said, my sister said amen. Can I hear an amen? Okay. 179. We got to get to 200 now. Come on. Everybody add $1,000. Just one. I know you say that's a lot. 500 then. I'll compromise. 500 is 1 meal a day. Who's going to go tomorrow without a meal because you don't have enough? How many people? Raise your hand if you don't have enough money for 3 meals a day tomorrow. Nobody in this room. And everybody in this room is generous enough to see. I don't mean to be berating you because you're all generous. I don't mean to be negative. But I do want to say that if you've sat through this tonight as I have, and you've committed yourself to being, you're trying to get me off the stage. I get it. Okay. My final job is to introduce 183. Should I stay up here a little longer? Come on! Come on! You want me to dance? What else do I have to do? Peggy, come on up here. Peggy has offered the last $15,000 givers. Oh, look at this. Come on. Everybody gets whatever poster, famous artist, Rembrandt, Chagall, you name it. You want a great poster? If you give $1,000 for the home stretch here, I'm going to look at the names. Diana, you get any poster you want. Peggy's going to get it for you, right? Am I right? Come on, let's see some more names. Natalie, you get a free poster. Home stretch. Ray, come on. Brent, Natalie. Who else? Sang Lee, you get a free poster. Jamila, Andre, Lauren, Andre again. Jamila, did you do 2 gifts? Come on, come on. Don't be staring at me. Just give one more time. Just click the button. You can give it next week. 189, come on, come on. Come on, come on, let's bring it home. 7, there we go. Yes, $5. Yes, yes. Count it down. Ruth, you might have to help me out here. Come on. Linda, don't put your, Philip's up there. Philip, what artist do you like? I didn't hear that. Okay, I think we're gonna make it without me making more noise and making more trouble. I wanna thank you all. Thank you, 195, Cassidy. Eileen, come on, bring it home. Bring it home. Come on. Eileen, don't leave Eileen hanging. She's there by herself. Peter, oh, there she goes. She's moved up. Cassidy again? And come on, 196. What do I have to do? What do I have to do? 197. Come on, come on. Yeah!